using the oval board, and I'm using it a little different way than I've ever done before. Look how pretty this base is. Isn't that a pretty base? I love how this turned out and how full. Now I left a few pieces because it's very, very easy to make this base. Good morning, good morning. It is very easy to make this base. So what I did is I cut the whole roll of this RE8902TN mesh. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Chris. Let's see if I can pin Chris's comment for my mom's thing. There we go. Thanks, Chris. I cut it 16 inches, okay? 16 inches, the whole roll, okay? Very easy. Then there's the back of my oval, okay? So what I've done is preloaded, closed every hole on row 1, okay? I think it's row 1. Yes, row 1. Row 1 to 1.5, okay? Just like that, every row. So it's basically the outside set of holes. All right? Very easy. So, but look how pretty. Very pretty. And it's large. So people will see how big this is and think, oh my gosh, that's going to cost a fortune. Really, this mesh is like $5.80, I think. And we're going to use my mom's attachment, this sign, and we're going to make some bows to go around with our Costco ribbon, and then it'll be done. So what I did, I love fall too. Fall. I was just saying that to Dave. We just made a pot of chicken broth to make homemade chicken soup because I had bought one of those rotisserie chickens. And it smells so good in here. It smells like fall, right? Because you kind of cook that warming food in fall. So I can't wait. I love fall. I didn't even see summer this year. Okay, I'm doing a kerfuffle. So again, 16-inch pieces. No, I wouldn't put this obviously outside. You can hang it on your door. It's felt and foam. So you wouldn't want to literally hang it out in the elements, but it will do okay on the front door. Okay. We're going to do our kerfuffle. So our 16-inch piece, serged at our finished factory edges on the left and right, curl up, fold it up around halfway. You don't have to be precise, and then fold the top part coming down, and then scrunch it up in the middle. All right, so you got this. Like a bow formation. We're going to flip it over downwards so the cut edge is downwards. Now this mesh is it's thick. It's all plastic, my friends. It's all plastic. So it's kind of thick, but it's inexpensive. And it will do fabulous outside in the weather. So this is what you got. We're going to stick our nub, which is just a word I came up with to describe the folded piece. Good morning. It's getting better, my shoulder, I think. We're going to put that right into our zip tie, just like that. Tighten it up. Now, I'm using my needle nose pliers to help me pull it. Oh, just throwing around boxes. I was moving boxes and I could hear a pop. I heard a pop, but I think it's okay. It seems to be getting better. I think. I've been trying to rest it, but I don't know how to rest, my friends. So that is it to make the base. No, I didn't. I just cut it. There's fraying. Like it's uneven. Look. I just used my rotary cutter. However, because I got it face down, and this stuff doesn't fray as bad as poly burlap. Okay, so it's half the price as poly burlap. It's very similar to poly burlap, being that it's all plastic. But it does hold itself together much better. Okay, and then we're gonna Again, scrunch right up the middle. Now, when you're putting your kerfuffles in, you just want to keep going the exact same way around the board. Okay, fold it up. Now, this method works really, really nicely with fabric mesh as well. Fabric mesh is soft on your hands. It's easy to work with. However, it's a little more pricier than this stuff. So if you can get through making your base, get your needle nose pliers, pull as tight as you can your zip tie. And you just cut it off. Good morning from Minnesota. Oh, I know, Tracy. One day I'll get to the convention. It's really hard to run, you know, a business and run a family and keep myself all together and keep care of myself and go to all these events. It's really hard. So when we were a little bit smaller, it was much easier, obviously, because I wasn't as busy. Now it's crazy. And I do like to get in my vacation time because this is, I hope I didn't do anything to my rotator cuff too. Traveling is mine and Dave's passion. We love to travel. So this is why we do this. All right, last piece. Now I've never done this on the oval board, but I figured, hey, you can do it on the ring, you can do it on the large, you can do it on the character. Let's try it on the oval. So again, I only used one roll of mesh. Okay, 16 inches. Put the nub in. Oh, I never thought of this problem. We have a problem because they're all going this way. Never thought of that problem. Okay, it's time to problem solve. What if I did the very last one? Okay, let's try this. See, it works out on the anything round because the spaces are the same parts, the same width apart. On the oval, once you get to the rounded part, they are a little bit wider. So let me try and see what I can do. So I do have this much mesh left on my roll because it's 360 yards, or 360 inches, sorry, divided by 20. We had 20 pieces. Gives you 18. So I cut them 16 to make sure I had enough mesh. So let's see if I can figure this out for the end. Let's do like a woodland ruffle maybe. That will go right in the middle there. Because all the rest lined up nicely. We're in the last one. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Well, I had lots of mesh left over, so let's just put it right in the center. This is called problem solving. If you don't tell anybody, nobody will know. Look at that. Oh, I could have put this one on too, but alrighty, that worked. That worked. There we go. Could have probably did all of these like that, but I like the kerfuffle and the way it's going around the wreath. Problem solved. Oh, and I still have an extra piece. Maybe I'll put one right here. Nah, screw it. Okay, so we have our base made, right? And what I'm planning on doing is having I'm going to put my squirrel. Actually, the bow is probably going right here anyways. So I'm going to put my squirrel. I'm just going to place things on. I'm going to put my squirrel about here. I'm going to put my sign right in the center of the oval. Yes, a square into an oval actually works, or a rectangle into an oval does work. Okay, just move all these back. And the corners actually sit on the board. Pull all your ruffles in. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. You would think I knew what I was doing, right? Okay, so sign's going there, squirrel is going about there, and then I'm going to do one, two funky bows, and maybe a bow that has tail, or maybe 3 funky bows. Yes, with this ribbon. Now, the reason I did not do tails with this ribbon is, like I said in the beginning, this is like a Costco, Sam's Club, I can't remember where I got it, 50-yard roll, and the wiring isn't the best, okay? So it's not the best to use for tails. However, if you make bows with it, the bows actually turn out really nice with this ribbon. The tails don't, because they don't curl and stand up really well like they should, and then they start to look tattered and messy. But with the bow, it's the loops, you don't have to worry about it. So I've ordered it. I don't know, it's I'm just waiting for it to come into the wholesaler. So I did do 2 bows already. I'm still going to do another one. I just did funky bow with this ribbon, so it's a 1.5 inch. I did 6 loops on each side. And the nice thing about this ribbon is that you don't have to twist. It's the same on both sides. Okay? So what my thoughts are is I'm going to put a bow like right here, just above him. Now this bow does match all the colors in my sign. However, I did want my squirrel to like pop, right? So, and I think I'm going to put another one, which works out perfect, kind of where I put that woodland ruffle, like right here. So once we spread it out, you can see how nice it's going to look. And then I'm going to put a big one right here. And so I'm just going to do 3 bows going around the oval with my sign, so you can still see the pretty mesh, and you have a pop of this fall ribbon in there. How's that sound? So we're using up some of this, not so great ribbon, because like I said, it does work all right with bows. It doesn't work too great with just tails. So we're just going to cover the oval with a few bows. All right, so you guys see where I'm going with this? Hello, hello. So I am going to, on mine, she forgot to put a thing on the back, so I'm just going to use a cable mount. If I find one. Did I put any cable mounts in my apron? I don't think I did. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go get a cable mount. Oh, and I got these acorn things. I forgot. I'm going to put some of these little acorn picks. I got these years ago at Hobby Lobby. I think into the main bow across from the squirrel. Okay, now when you get yours, my mom does put felt things on the back so you can attach your pipe cleaners. Like I said at the beginning, this was her prototype. So I'm just going to use cable mounts. They work amazing. So I'm just going to put some glue. I'll put about right there. And just hold it down. The cable mount and the felt with the hot glue works really, really well together. And we do sell these cable mounts. I think they're packs of 100. So if you buy one pack, it lasts you a while. Now I'm not going to have to put cable mounts or anything on the sign because I'll show you what I'm going to do with the sign. So I'm just going to let this dry for a sec. And we'll attach the sign. Now the sign is staying right where it is. However, I just need to attach it. You can take we want to remove this, especially if you're selling your wreath, make sure you remove the tacky stickers. All right, because you don't want your customers looking at that. Okay, so what I can do is I can put some glue here, here, and push it up, and put glue here, here, and push it up, and it'll glue right to the wreath board. I can also take this jute string that's on the back of it and zip tie it right to the board. So I pulled it up. I'm going to take a zip tie. So I'm going to glue it and zip tie it. Put your zip tie. I'm going down. And I have the zip tie in between the string here. So if the glue gives way, the sign is not going to fall off because it is still zip tied to the wreath. Okay? This sign you can get in our shop at uniqueinthecreek.com. All this you can get in our shop, except for this ribbon. However, we have beautiful 1.5 inch ribbon at, I believe it's 50 yards. And we have 7/8 inch ribbon at 10.5 or 25 yards. But it's those ones are a lot better quality than this is. I'm just using this because it matches my sign very nicely. It's super fallish, and I want to keep it. I'm keeping this wreath simple because, hey, this is the star of the show. He's the star of the show. Okay, so he's going to go right about there, and then we'll do our bows, and we'll be done. Okay, so I am going to glue the sign as well. So look how nice these rectangle signs fit in the oval. It's like perfect, right? Yeah, I love this mesh too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of loosen the sign, and I'm just going to pump some glue here, pump some glue here, pump some glue here, and pump some glue here. Don't forget it is still zip tied, so if the glue happens to give way, which I doubt it will, and then push, it's still attached to the board. How cute is that? Yeah, and this mesh is, I think this mesh is like, oh no, this is a striped one, so it's I think it's $6.20 American, but it's very good covering mesh. Okay, now let's put our squirrel on. So where am I going to put him? If I put him right about here, I'll do a bow here, and maybe a bow with tails coming here. Yeah. So I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and just go down right above where I put a zip tie already and some mesh, and I'm just going to go down the holes, those two holes. Lift the board up so it's not, your pipe cleaners are not hitting the table. I love the oval board too. It makes a nice big wreath without, without using a ton of supplies. Okay, now I'm just going to pull until I get a little bit of resistance and give it a twist on the back. Glue showing. Okay, and let's go back down with our pipe cleaner. I have to order more gray pipe cleaners. I kind of like the gray pipe cleaner because it blends in with the back of the board too, right? Okay, so our squirrel is on. We'll put a little bit of glue with him once we know that he's going to stay there for sure. I got him a little kitty cornered here. Okay, I'm going to add one of these bows to, where should I add it? Right about here. And then I'm going to directly go right across and put the other bow. So they will line up. And I will make one, I'll show you guys how I made this cute little bow. So there's where I put it. So it's just one over from the center. So I am going to directly go right, there's the center, right there is where I'm going to put my other bow. So the two bows definitely will line up. And I could probably put two more. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Because I do have a ton of this ribbon. And like I said, I wouldn't use this ribbon for tails, but it makes a great bow. And we all have one of these rolls, or probably many of these rolls from Costco or Sam's. Morning from Detroit. Okay, I'm just pulling it down until I feel a little bit of resistance. There we go. Okay, and we'll fluff after we get them all made and stuff. So, I think it's gonna look adorable, isn't it? It's not a beaver, it's a squirrel. Squirrel. Oh, I did him a little tight. See, good thing I didn't, I'm glad I didn't glue him yet. He's a little tight, but that's okay. So let's make 2 more bows. Okay? And we'll be done. Look how big it is too. So I got the big old bow daddy out here. This is the Design Pro. This is the big one. I'm using this, again, this 50-yard ribbon. I'm using only one ribbon. One color. Of course, you can make tails and add tails and all that stuff. We're doing something different and simple, okay? It is the same on both sides, so I'm not even going to have to do that half twist. Thank God, because that half twist, when I go like this, it actually hurts my shoulder. So we need a zip tie handy, and we need a Chanel stem. I'll zoom this in, and I have 2 of these acorn picks, and I think I'm going to, now that I'm doing 4 bows, I'll put them in there after. I'll just glue them in. It does look good without the bows. It absolutely does. But my point of this kind of live is using up some of this, not the greatest quality ribbon, and only one ribbon. So you don't have to jam pack it with all different kinds and colors of ribbon if you don't want. You can keep things simple. So I'm making a 7-inch tail. Good morning. And I just call this a funky bow. I don't know what it's really called, because if you've followed me for a while, you know I'm not the greatest at bow making. So I am getting better. So I'm doing 6 loops on each side. That's what I did with the other bows. Okay, so you make your loop at 6 inches. And when I'm making this loop, I can tell it's not the great quality. Plus you can kind of see through it. But yeah, I could do a 3rd bow and make it. I was thinking of doing a long one. Wait a second, hold on, maybe I will. I was thinking of maybe doing the bow here and having tails. But I don't know. I'm just thinking 4 bows. 2, 3, 4. Right here will be, I think it will just looks really pretty. So I'm just going to go with it. But of course, you guys can do whatever you want, right? It's just giving you guys ideas. That's all I do is try and give you guys some ideas. Okay, so we got our bow, our loops started. Give yourself lots of ribbon, pull ribbon out. Yeah, we will have more kits next week. And we do have a special thing happening September 1st. So our media team will be posting more about that. So I'm not giving it the twist. I'm just going 6 inch, 6 inch, 6 inch. So 6 inch all around, except for the very last one I did 5 inch. Okay, so we got 3 and 3, like that. You can even open them up. And again, this is just a 1.5 inch. Well, if it makes you feel better, the VIP don't even know about it either. So nobody knows, and I can't tell you the secret just in case it doesn't happen. All right, so 4. So we got 5 loops now. So this last loop, now you can keep going with more loops if you want. I thought, 6, because I was going to do 4 bows. 6 loops was suffice for my look. And then I'm going to do just this last bow just a little bit shorter, about 1 inch shorter. Okay. And then we're going to finish off with that tail for the bow that we had at 7 inches. Okay. All right. That was easy. I'm going to pull it right off, get my zip tie ready. And it's not very thick, so it's very easy to take off your bow maker and keep stacked. I'm using a zip tie. You guys can, lots of people use just the chenille stem right around it. I like to use a zip tie and put the chenille stem on the back. Pull it and cut this off. Okay, there's one. So that's why I just went with 4 bows, because the bow is really easy to make and it fills up your space. Yes, I can hide stuff. I know when to keep a secret. All right, Tracy? Yeah, you're an OG. You remember me doing bows. It's not that they were hard. I just never did a lot of them. Okay, we're going to do 1 more of these. So if you missed it first time, watch my beautiful making bow skills. So we got 7 inch. We're starting out. You want to make sure your bow actually does start out on the right foot. Okay, so there's that tail. Hold it down, and I'm just flipping this over to 6 inches. Okay, there's the 1 loop. And you definitely want, like I said, you want to start your bow off right, because you kind of go based off your very first loop. So if your very first loop is not correct, then your bow is going to be really wonky. All right, let's keep flipping this over. So how many of you with hearts have a roll of 50-yard ribbon or 25-yard ribbon that you got from Sam's or Costco? And you're thinking to yourself, I will never use all this ribbon. We have this bow maker on our website, I believe. I still have to message. I was supposed to order the this one, but I was on vacation and I forgot, and now I just remembered because you guys just reminded me. Oh, you guys lots of you guys have the Costco. I know the Canadians don't. I don't know why Costco Canada doesn't have ribbon. Yes, this is the Easy Bow Maker, the new one. Bigger numbers that you can see. This is plastic and it pops in from the back, so no hammering the pegs down. Oh, that hurt. You have many bolts from Costco. Well, I'm showing you how to use them up. And they're probably not the greatest wire, right, Mary? Now, you guys, if you've ordered some, if you've been making wreaths for a while, you know what good wired ribbon is. Costco sells Christmas ribbon? Oh, I was just there the other day. No, so I guess there is not Christmas ribbon yet out at Costco, but if there is, grab some, guys, because look what you can do. And we're going to have a ton left still. See, there's the wire is kind of twisted there right on the spool, but okay, so we're done. We got 6 loops on each side. Cut this tail at 7. Let's see how much we have left. Oh God, I'll probably just never use that again. So you do have lots, so if you have to repeat a wreath, you have lots left. Okay. And again, what a lot of people just do is take their chenille stem, bring it around, and then twist it like this. You absolutely can do it like that. But I'm an addict of zip ties and knowing that everything is nice and tight. And I find I can get my bows tight in the center by using a zip tie. So, cut these 2 tails, dovetail them, and we'll add them to the wreath. Okay, so that was it. So I made 4 of these, exact same. Oh my gosh, I just looked at it on the floor. It is so super cute. Okay, so let's see how many holes we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just count it, just trying to figure out where I'd put my next bow. 2, 3. So I'm going to put one here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then one right here. Yep, I think that'll work. So just pull your mesh back a bit, go down your pipe cleaner between the 2 holes. There we go. Pull it till you feel resistance and give it a twist in the back. Alrighty, so there's the 1, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to put the other one right here. So they're all even around, evenly spaced. Okay, I'm not going to twist too many twists until I absolutely know this is exactly where my bow is going to go. And now it's just opening the loops and moving them around. Where's that other tail? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So I'll put this one going downwards. So get your scissor fingers and just kind of curl it. Do the same up top. See what I mean about not being the greatest for making tails, this ribbon, because it kind of does what it wants. And this one might be a little bit too long. Yes, there is tons and tons of good wired ribbon out there. However, I do know a lot of people do buy the Costco ribbon and all that stuff. There we go. But as you can see with this bow, the tails aren't the greatest with these, but the bow loops work just great. So instead of a whole bunch of tails, we're just adding simple bows. Okay, so there's one. We'll do this one quick. I'm on the hunt. I think we're going to go today to look for a car, just a little small car for Lolly for school. So she'll give me mine back because I never have a car anymore. This is super cute, right? Look at, and I just used one ribbon. I didn't jam pack it with all different kinds of ribbon, just one ribbon. And this ribbon does make pretty nice bows. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Some over here. Just want to pull your bows. And then open it up. What do you guys think? It's pretty easy, right? But look how big it is. It looks very large. And it looks like we use a lot of stuff, but we really kind of didn't. So now you know what to do with your Costco ribbons, or any ribbons that you have 50 yards of. This one over here. And I'll probably fluff again when I put it on the door to take a picture, right? And one more. So he's still the star of the show. I actually might have to, I do have to undo him a little bit. I pulled him too tight. Okay. I did all that fluffing and I still have to flip it over because I have to tuck in the pipe cleaners. All right, I'm just going to loosen him up a little bit. That's why I don't glue anything until I'm absolutely positively sure. You did miss it all, Mom. Isn't he cute, though? There we go. Now he's not scrunched in there. Alrighty. He is super cute. I'm going to move some of this back so we can read the sign. Yeah. But you don't want to see the board. So just move it back a bit. And there we go. What do you guys think? It's cute, right? So again, my mom has she has squirrels, I think she said in 3 different colors. And the sign is from Unique in the Creek. I used 1 roll of the horizontal wide stripe mesh in the tan and brown. There's all different colors, but look how fabulous it looks. And I did the mesh at 16 inches, okay? And then I just made 4, I call funky bows. I think that's what they're called. I think actually Terry Lynn Marshall came up with the funky bow. Or it's a terry bow. I don't know if it's quite a terry bow, funky bow, whatever. It's a bow. I did 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of tails because my ribbon isn't the greatest quality. So again, if you don't want to use really caca, ribbon for tails because they won't do what you want it to do. But make some nice bows just like that instead of tails. Fill it up with bows. That's what I say. Fill it up with bows, my friends. Isn't that cute? And there's the back. So I will cut these and put them down. Now you can add a little bit of glue down the holes. I will put a little bit of glue behind my squirrel. So he is attached. Same with my sign is attached, but I did use a little bit of glue with it. And then you're going to go back down the holes with your pipe cleaners so you have a nice clean back. Okay, tuck them all in, and there you go. Very, very cute. Yep, Sandy's wreath, it's attached at the bottom. Alrighty, oh, my picks. Where should I put them? Or should I put them? Will they add value? That is my question. Will they add value to my wreath? Well, let's see. Or would it... Or will it look funny? So let's see. Well, if I do it like that, you can see it between the bows. So, okay. Put this one. Like, I'm just sticking them in now just to see what you guys think. And I actually think I like it because it kind of fills in the spots a little bit. And these came from Hobby Lobby at $3.99. I bought these years ago. So there's like 3 pieces on each one. So we're going to open them up. And we're just kind of putting 1 piece in between each of the bows. Actually, I think I like that. So yes, it does add a bit of value. Because you want to make sure, even though I didn't pay very much for these, but you want to make sure you can get your money back if you're going to add some more stuff to it. So this one's a little fuller. And then this one right there. Oh, it does look good. Who would have thunk? That one right there, we'll have to open it up. And I have one more, which I think I'm going to put still in the middle. Maybe coming out to the side a bit. What do you guys think? Oh yes, that is super cute. Super. Go to Dollarama. Dollarama's starting to put out their amazing stuff. They have some really cute picks and greeneries and stuff here in Canada. So what I'll do is I'm just going to cut this down, and I'm going to put it, well, I'll do one. I'm going to stick it into the mesh. So I'm going to glue it into the mesh. Sculpt some of these so you can see everything. It's got a little bit of pips on there. It's actually kind of cute. There we go. We want to make sure we see everything. Got my glue gun. Just lift up my bow a little bit. Now I could have put it right into the bow with the pipe cleaner, but I forgot. All right, it's in. I stuck it in the mesh, and I'm just going to pump a little bit of glue in there. There we go. So there you go. So I stuck the end of it right into the mesh, pump some glue right over top of it, and let it dry. The same here. So you want to straighten everything, make sure everything's facing upwards so you see what's on the pick. This was a little bit long. Again, I'm just going to push my bow back a little bit. Ooh, I stuck it into the zip tie. Perfect. All right. So that's all I'm going to do to add the picks in. You can add them into your bow if you want, but it's just kind of a filler, a last minute thought kind of. It looks really pretty. Okay guys, I'm going to go around and finish gluing these in, and I will take a picture and I will post it. And if you wouldn't mind floating my boat, I will redo this or edit this and put it on our YouTube channel for the replay. But I can't wait to see what you guys do. Let me see what you do with your Costco Sam's ribbon. You know, it doesn't have to be a ton. And this wreath does measure 26 inches. 26 inches. Alrighty? Have a great day, everyone. Who knows, I may be back on later. We'll see. I got a whole bunch of projects I need to get done before I go away again. And yeah, so we'll talk to you soon. Hope you learned something today. Bye, everybody.